And we're going live now. See how long the delay is here. It says we're live now. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Glad to be back on this Wednesday after a long fucking weekend and a whole lot of driving. Holy shit. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm fucking beat after this weekend. This weekend is a weekend where I'm not going to do shit. What's everybody up to?
I feel great. I could go for another round.
Well, I was feeling good until this came.
You got a little something in your head there.
I know.
Did you lose a bet?
It's kind of cheesy.
It is a little cheesy.
Did you lose a bet, Bear Boy?
Bear boy.
It was fun riding the people mover with that in my hands. Everybody asked me if I'm a Packers fan.
Oh.
The Detroit Lions fans were getting angry.
Yeah.
The sad part is that he had to wear that home on the airplane. Into Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So now that that's been taken care of, what are you never gonna do again? You're never gonna send me bear shit again, are you?
Oh, I already have stuff bought.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was fucking hilarious.
Oh, it was great.
I had to get it on film though. I couldn't pass that option up.
Yeah.
I think I even had time to fucking unwrap it because it was still in the plastic. And I'm like, where the fuck is he? Oh, he's sitting down. Let's film this. So I get the nod from Uncle over there. He's like, go ahead. He's ready.
Yeah, that was just perfect.
Yeah.
So what's
It
up,
worked out.
everybody out there? Who do we got out there so far? I see Train Sonic, Clint Lupe's out there, Karen Presley, Reyes is out there, Matthew,
Kenny B.
B's out there, Andrew
Mr.
Beaton,
B.
OR's Church,
Mr. B.
Sweet baby.
Gizzard stew.
Oh, there's a Gizzard stew out there too. Holy hell!
Oh shit.
Are Kenny B and Mr. B related?
Beauty.
Ooh.
Beauty.
That's a good question.
Aw. We should send her a link.
Oh shit! Send her a link. You guys got the link. You know what to do. I'm not gonna fuck with my computer because it's old enough to where it barely runs all this shit together in a smooth fashion. So we're gonna keep it that way. When y'all want to be my guest, Lemmy's out there.
Let me get that.
Amy.
Now on the Insta Grizzles, if you haven't followed him yet, get your ass over there and find Let Me Get That on Insta Grizzle.
That's right. And Shane is out there from Vaping Swag. That dude, that's the phenomenal motherfucker right there.
Let me get that.
I was blown
shit.
away when I had the chance to actually meet him, talk to him. And then what he did for everybody who was there, fucking amazing. Blew my mind. So, thank you. Beyond thank you. Some of the coolest shit I've ever gotten in my life. So,
Yeah, as if you needed another reason to love Shane anymore, you know.
yeah.
Hazy, I see you lurking out there in the hangout. Hazy. I see you.
He says, we see you.
I added you to the hangout, Beauty, and I sent a link if you want to jump in for a minute or two. It's been too long since we got to see our Beauty. It has.
She's having some issues.
Yes.
Well, I hope he gets better, Chris. I know what that's like. That sucks. Sorry, wasn't trying to derail the show.
Hey, you're cool. Do your thing. If you're wanting to, probably somebody wants to shoot Lemmy a link. I'd love to have Lemmy in here after getting a chance to hang out with him as well. If he can make it and his computer's acting right. He told me he got his shit fixed, but
I don't believe him for a second after meeting him.
Consider the source.
After meeting him in person, I don't believe a fucking word he says. Sure, guys, I'll take you to the airport. The people mover's right there. Get on there, cocksucker. Like, what?
Yeah.
The people mover doesn't go to the airport. Let me. Sure, it does. Get in there, fresh.
I got it all right here.
Me and LIFA and Jax, every time we try and get off, he's just waiting in his car staring at us.
It does if you ride it long enough.
That people mover goes all over the place, Gizzard Stew. Did you get to see the Detroit Opera House, Gizzard Stew?
I did.
I did not. I was on the wrong side of the train, thanks.
Man, had you been looking out, you would have seen a gorgeous old building. And you wouldn't be complaining at all. You'd be like, hey, Fresh, that was a great idea to ride the people mover around an extra trip.
Once again, the perfect tour guide, he fails to announce the fact that he's looking at the building that he would.
I said, hey, look, there's the Detroit Opera House.
You did not.
I did too.
When we got back, you go, did you see it? No, I didn't see it. You didn't tell me we were passing by it.
It's because you were down on the other end of it's because you were on the other end of the train or something. I know I said, hey, there's the Detroit Opera House.
I was standing 2 feet from you.
I know I said it, Gizzard Stew.
Did you hear it, Yunkel?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, there we go.
Yunkel was too furious about the entire episode to
The broken elevator, escalator.
I was still recuperating from climbing up 4 flights of fucking broken escalators.
Yeah, and those
I
stairs.
swear that was.
You guys cannot blame that one on me. You cannot blame the broken escalators on
No,
me.
that was due to the gods, but you were still leading. You have to blame it on somebody. It has to be Fresh. We'll just take the elevator. The fire alarm in the elevator's going off and it's stuck.
I hit all the buttons to try and make it.
So you broke it.
No, I tried to turn the fire alarm off.
Smack, 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 smack. It's not working. I give up.
That was like, I just felt so bad for Yeti because that was like the gauntlet. It was like, okay, we've been standing here for 45 minutes waiting for a shuttle that isn't coming.
After a full day.
It would have been less strenuous for him to walk the 4 blocks back to the hotel.
I agree. This fat man agrees.
I guess we could blame it on Swag. He could have held the van for another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Swag.
You know what's fucked up? I had to walk 15 minutes to my car, and I still beat all you motherfuckers over there.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
And I missed a turn on the way over there, too. Hold on, rerouting.
Like I said, the stuff that we learned towards the end of the trip would have been nice to know at the start of the trip.
It would have been fantastic to know that the people mover is one stop and you're off at the hotel.
Well, or like even when we were in Greektown, we're like, well, how are we getting home? Look at this traffic. Like, climb a flight of stairs and jump on the train for 75 cents and it'll take you right there.
Yeah, in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's also, we learned that there, like one night the bar closed, the bar in the hotel closed at 11 o'clock at night. And then the next day we found out that there's just this killer little bar about 168 steps from the hotel around the corner.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I'm sure they didn't close at 11.
That might have been where everybody was coming from the party when we got in late.
Yeah, that place was awesome.
Yeah, it was a dive bar, but it had like this old wooden bar, like from the 1800s. And it had pictures up above the bar, and there was like 36 pictures, and I said, "Oh, look, that's the previous owners." The first picture was a tintype.
Seriously, Uncle, handing out the wrong fucking link? Get your shit together.
It's the one I came in on.
See, Lemmy said he had his shit fixed.
Yeah, okay.
That's what you get for
You're
believing
right.
him.
Probably his shit's busted.
Let me get that link from you.
Shit's weak.
So, Yunkel, how much of that orange cream is left?
Orange cream.
Yeah, the black hat vapors.
Oh, I don't like it.
Oh, you liked it there and you bought it.
I loved it there. It's not cream, it's custard.
Oh,
I was vaping it last night. I actually I made a build and I saved it for the show and I dripped it as soon as we started the show. I'm sure you could go back and find the exact point that I realized it's custard.
Well, you can pass that one off on me. You know that.
It's already in your box. Yeah, it's not. It's one of those that I actually could vape if I wanted to, but I've got so much better, so I'll send that one on down the line.
so it
Because the
tasted,
custard's not like overpowering, but it's ugh.
so it tasted better in their Kanger tank than dripping.
Yep. It tasted more like an orange cream, and on an RDA, it tasted just like orange custard.
Ah, gotcha.
Interesting.
Yeah, when I took
Yeah, I
a
was
rip
I
off,
was upset.
it tasted just like fucking mandarin oranges to me. Like the orange was really overpowering in there, but I like the orange. I was like, oh, I want to give it a rip and see what goes on in something else. Since it was $10, fuck it, we'll drop $10 on it.
This stuff, TJ, is actually from right around where you are. PJ Bros.
I think they're a local company to Wisconsin.
They are. They're incredible. And that's where you get this tank. The Sherman.
Yeah, I looked at it. I don't think I'm willing to spend that kind of scratch on a tank.
If you tell them that Fresh sent you, you can get it for $40.
That's not true at all.
It's just,
It's incredible. It's an incredible tank.
granted,
these guys' stuff is fucking spectacular. Grab it if you get a chance, TJ. Grab it if you get a chance.
more than likely, they're constantly bringing in new shit in and out of the local brick and mortar. I'm kind of fucking pissed that those guys didn't bother to go to Detroit. But then again, I know they got a business, but they still would have made some good contacts there.
Yeah.
So I've been preaching it to them for like the last couple months since we found out, and I was like, "Oh, let's get your asses over there."
All right, Yunkel.
What
However,
the fuck?
Hold on a second.
I added him to the Hangout and put the link in there again.
Yeah.
I mean, are you purposely not letting him in here?
I sent him the link the straight from the Hangout yeah.
later
You guys
off,
are sending him the wrong link. I'm not sure what link you're sending him.
What?
You
The
probably
one I came in on.
The one you pasted above
Yeah.
you came in on the
Oh.
Project Fog link.
Oh, sorry, Lemmy. I had bad information.
The link that I just posted is correct. So
Here we go. I'll try this again.
Well, crap.
All right.
I think I handed out like 40 of your business cards, Swag. People started trying to talk to me, and I just hand them a card.
There you go, Lemmy.
Yeah, I know.
So if
There
you
you go.
start getting weird inquiries in your emails, my bad. But
That's it. Your uncle's mad because you won the broadside.
Snubbing him.
like he's furious. Like like your uncle's pissed at me for putting the right link out there.
Yeah, I've been putting Swag's cards in with orders.
oh yeah. If I was selling anything, I'd be doing the same thing. However, I'm not selling anything.
So I think we should go around the room and everybody gets 2 highlights from Detroit. You can say 2 things that you really enjoyed.
Oh, good. I'm down with that idea. You guys, let's start. Whoever's on my left, which would be LIFA.
Number 1 highlight, going for Coney Dogs with Gizzard, Fresh, and Yeti.
Those were pretty good.
That's one of the main highlights. Just that time alone together, eating fast hot dogs, and it was great. The other thing is just a lot of the contacts that we made at the show, being able to go in during business to business day and be able to talk to the owners without crazy dubstep going on all the time and things like that. I guess that's 2. So
2. Stewless Joe Jackson, you're up next.
Stu?
Stu.
I would have to say dinner at the dive bar on Saturday night with Swag, Yeti, Lemmy, Swag's wife, and myself. And that was pretty awesome. And then number 2 would be another dinner on Friday night, which there were like 26 people at the Greek Town restaurant. That was another highlight. And I gotta add a third, Meat and Ren. So there's my 2.
All right. Lemmy, since you just got here, 2 highlights from Detroit. 2.
2 highlights from Detroit. 2 words. Vape fam.
There you go.
That was what it was all about. I couldn't put down to 2. There were so many great people to meet. I can't narrow it down to 2.
Yeah.
It was awesome meeting everybody.
All right. Yunkel.
I'd probably have to side with Giz also. Excuse me. The dinner at the Anchor Bar, that was pretty good. It was a nice little, intimate group of people. That and just meeting Giz. I've wanted to meet that motherfucker for a long time. He's a real close personal friend of mine, and just getting to actually meet him, just to touch him.
Fucker, don't make me cry again.
It was important to me, so I can die happy now. That was probably my 2 highlights.
Meter.
Yep.
2 highlights from Detroit, Meter.
That one and that one. My favorite part about the whole weekend. That one and that one. But I still love you guys anyway, and I'm glad that everybody got to have fun. And that was the one thing that I did ask, is that everybody that did get to go had a lot of fun. The other thing that I was disappointed in was I asked for some ass pinches to happen, and I have not gotten confirmation yet that any of them were delivered. So
Fair enough.
you can't win them all, but little victories.
how did you like our Tommy show Inception?
That was glorious.
The
That was quite glorious.
invasion of Tommy show as he's trying to maintain order.
It was a glorious Detroit eruption.
What about yourself, Fresh?
Probably the trip that me, LIFA, Giz, and Rin took to the Detroit Institute of Arts. That was one of the big things that I really wanted to do while I was there, was just to go check it out. There were so many just like iconic pieces of art, and you just like walk around the corner and all of a sudden like there's Van Gogh, or just like there's an Andy Warhol 2 inches from my face. Yep. That was probably the most time I got to spend alone with just that small of a group of people while I was there. It seemed like every time I turned around, I was getting yanked in a different direction. So I just kind of cherished all the like littler groups that we all got to hang out in. And then getting to meet Addie Tooney.
Oh yeah, I can't forget Addie Tooney.
No.
Yeah. because he's the vaping godfather. You know, he's that guy behind the scenes. He does so much for so many people, and actually getting to sit down and chat with him, and me and him went to breakfast. Giz went with us, and Rin went with us. But just getting to chat with the guy and getting to kind of get a feel on his vibe and what he's about, and he's all about the community. He's everything I expect him to be and more.
I got
He's an incredible person.
I got to interject and say I was just amazed at just watching Addy Tooney there and how wound up he was. He was just
he's so excited
because when he's on like our Saturday show, he's kind of chilled and laid back, and he was he was just amped to be there.
Yeah. He was psyched for that convention and to be around everybody and to be, in the community, and everybody knows Addy Tooney. Like at the convention, if you walked with him somewhere, like everybody's like Addy. Like, so yeah, it was. I didn't want to steal anybody else's highlight, so I had to revise my list as we kept going. But Addy Tooney was the tops.
Yeah.
Just meeting him, because he's been the guy that supported my channel, and I never thought I was going to make another video past the first one, but sure enough, there was Addy Tooney on that very first video. Hey, Fresh, you said you got this. Can you do this for me? And he's just been such a positive and encouraging presence in my life, and actually getting to meet him was incredible.
Yeah, for sure.
It is always nice to see an Addy Tooney comment on a video or an Instagrizzle post or something.
Yeah.
Because he's always supportive of everybody. He supports everybody in the entire community. And people like that are just too few and far between, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Addy Tooney is what we should all strive to be. How's that?
Oh, yeah. He's a walking ray of sunshine.
Absolutely.
It was just way too awesome.
Let's see. I guess that leaves it up to me. I'm going to give you 4 things. 2 bad things.
Two.
And 2 good things. And 2 of my top things. I'm going to start with the bad things because they're kind of ridiculous. 1, I did not get enough time there as much as I would have liked. 2, my dumbass forgot to charge my fucking GoPro before I left, so I got no video. None. Pretty pissed about that. However, there was enough video from everyone else. I figured, whatever. If I show up here, they're in somebody else's video, whatever. My 2 top things, though, that's a hard fucking cookie to crack. I think my top one would definitely be actually getting to reunite with you, Fresh. It's been so fucking long that was probably.
I was hoping you'd say that and not make me look like a cocksucker.
That was you still kind of are a cocksucker, but that's besides the point. No, it's been way too long. So I was like a fucking giddy little schoolgirl the whole time waiting for that moment. So that was definitely number 1. And then number 2 is to finally actually get to put people's faces in a face-to-face environment where I could actually meet and talk to everyone. To include, SR Bontrager was out there, so it was cool to see some of the guys that just watching the comments don't always come on the shows, but everybody who's on the show regularly get to meet, and throwing a cheese head on a Bears fan and not dying from it. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, meeting. I think meeting G and Ducky was also a fucking highlight.
Oh yeah,
hell yes,
without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Those two are nothing but love.
Oh yeah,
love for everybody and everything. They were incredible people.
Yeah.
How you doing, beauty?
Now, TJ, just to let you know, I do have video of you and Fresh hugging, and it will be in the vlog.
Every time we spotted each other, like,
is that blackmail video going on or what?
No, it's all love.
Are they hugs or are they hugs?
I was a hugging machine, beauty.
I mean, he did go like this.
Oh man, I missed it.
You did.
Damn.
It would have been nice to have someone shorter than me at the convention.
I was gonna say we would have fit so well.
It would have been perfect.
What do you mean, Fresh? At the airport, we were almost eye to eye.
That's true. You were standing in the street, and I was on the sidewalk. Very nearly.
That damn dust storm, no, man. Kind of got my eyes.
Kept getting in everybody's eyes.
Yeah, it just ended too soon, man.
It did.
Incredible.
Yeah, by the time Sunday rolled around, I was so emotionally fragile and worn out that it was just.
You're telling me, do you know how many times on that 6-hour road trip home I just wanted to rip the wheel to the right and off into the fucking trees?
You only had one afternoon of that. We had, we built there were so many emotions, like saying goodbye to Giz that morning. I was sad, Gizzard Stew.
I know. I had to leave the party early on Saturday night. I was about ready to cry like a baby.
Giving Yeti a hug at 4 a.m.
Yeah. For me, it was really weird because it was a whirlwind and we were only there for a couple of days, but we hang out with all these friends, for probably hundreds of hours over the past couple of years. So when I was leaving, it felt like fucking summer camp or something.
Yeah.
It was like
Felt like a breakup.
I mean, did
long distance relationship.
I know. Did anybody feel weird at all when you first ran into somebody? Like I didn't feel weird at all with anybody.
No.
Felt like old friends.
There was people I thought I might have had that. Not at all. Everything was more than fucking comfortable. It was great. It was, to be honest, the closest that I could call it. It was almost like talking to you, Fresh, one of my battle buddies.
Yeah.
I already know them. I just didn't know them in person.
Yeah.
Actually, before I went, I thought this is going to be weird. And then you get there and it's like, wow, this isn't weird at all.
The only one that I got kind of geeked out, I guess it was starstruck, was meeting Twisted Messes. Because I wasn't expecting him. I didn't know he was even going to be there. And then he was there, and he's been a fucking, like, my coil idol since I started making coils. That was the dude that taught me how to make Claptons. That was the dude that taught me how to make aliens. I mean, I owe that motherfucker a lot. And then it's just like he was like right there. It's like, hey, that was probably the only one that I felt kind of weird or I didn't know what to say.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can guess how Twisted Messes responded to you. Hey.
Well,
great impression.
I did stump him though.
Cool, man. Cool.
Because I was talking to him about silent jumping, and he just started busting up laughing because I was asking him if he had any spikes in the recent views of that video. It's like a 10 or 12-year-old video. So I just told him you're welcome. Because I tell everybody I talk to, I tell them to go watch silent jumping.
Yeah, I talked to him about that too, man. He was just laughing. He was cool as hell.
Yeah, he was chill. He was chill as hell. I felt a little odd around Blue Eyed Goon when I got to meet him, but I had Addy Tooney right there, and Addy Tooney's just like, Fresh, come here.
Sign my Addy.
I know, right? Like, I've got the Goon LP. Everybody hates it but me.
I saw everybody, well, I can't say everybody, got K-Funds from Mr. Addy Tooney. Right? A lot of people did, didn't they?
Oh, he was throwing them like a madman.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of people that had them. Oh, look at there. Speak of the devil, and they do exist.
I got my tank upgrade. I already had the tank, though, but he gave me the tank.
Oh, okay.
And some other loveliness.
So nice.
I might be one of the luckiest vapors alive.
To be honest, that was probably one of the most coolest fucking reasons for me to ever take a road trip in my entire fucking life.
Yeah.
Like, it was worth every minute I spent on the fucking road with a screaming 1.5-year-old in the back seat.
Oh.
I bet you were wishing that you'd come a day earlier, though.
You know, I wished I would have. However, I did have to make time for family too, so it was kind of I had to juggle a little bit in order to make it work. Totally worth it though. It really was. I mean,
I've never been jerked around by a fucking airliner so much in my fucking life.
On the way
Yeah,
home.
but you've only flown like 3 times.
I've flown quite a bit.
We don't have that out of our system yet, Yeti.
No.
He's like, shut up.
No.
Just let me bitch.
And it was only Dallas. It was only Dallas. Always Dallas. I've never had problems with Dallas before.
Like if I fly into Dallas, I swear that there is going to be a thunderstorm no matter what. So I'll either wind up stuck on the ground or circling that fucking airport for like 3 hours in the air. Like, are we gonna make it? Do we have enough fuel?
Well, the thing, like coming home, you know, after this whole fucking, you know, whirlwind of a weekend, you know, I'm ready to get home. You know, it's time to be home. And then we all load up. We get on the plane, and they're like, well, there's fog in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, there's fog. Whatever.
Like it doesn't exist. Stop lying.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So they're like, we're going to deboard for an hour, then we're going to check back. So check back, still foggy. Check back another hour, still foggy. Check back another hour, still fucking foggy. And like the last time, they're like, well, we're going to chance it. It's like, fuck
That
it, let's
sounds
go.
promising.
I was like, fuck it, let's go. Let's do it. So we get there, and they try to land. We can see the fucking airport. We can see the runway. We're right over the runway. And she gets on the pilot gets on the intercom. She's like, well, we missed the airport. We couldn't see the runway. You know, we're all like, it's right fucking there. You know? So she's like, well, we're going to try it one more time. And if we don't make it, we don't have enough fuel to try again. We're going to go to Amarillo, which is like 400 fucking miles in the other direction. So I don't know how they don't have enough gas to try 2 or 3 attempts at the runway, but they can fly to fucking Amarillo. So finally she did the same thing, and she just like dove straight for the runway, and she made it. So finally,
Nice.
I think she knew she was going to have a fucking mutiny if she didn't. Because everybody was not happy with that announcement.
You know who else surprised me? Mrs. TJ.
Yeah.
Why?
She was awesome.
She was just out there, and she was.
I'm like, you expect her to be awesome?
Well, she wasn't shy.
Oh.
All we ever see her do is this. She actually has a voice, and she laid some zingers into TJ left and right there.
TJ's like, yeah, I know.
She's hilarious.
She is.
She's got that dry sense of humor, and like TJ'd start getting pulled and stuff, and she's just like.
Yeah, she does have a tendency to do that, but she used to also tend bar, so she had to put up with a lot of people like myself who used to be drunk all the time.
There you go.
She was awesome. Yeah, consider who she lives with. You know, she's got to be pretty tough.
No shit. You got to be pretty tough to deal with me on a regular basis.
Hey, Beauty.
Yes.
Mine doesn't light up, but they thought I needed this.
Someone screenshot that. Hurry. Oh, damn it.
I got pics.
Okay.
I don't think it was just you who freaked her out with all the hugs. I think it was everybody. Because I told her, I was like, look out, it's going to be a hug fest. You're screwed. You know that, right?
Is she not a hugger?
No, she just seemed a little skittish because she didn't know anybody. She's like, you know who all these people are, and they're hugging me.
Just strangers hugging your wife.
Some random person comes in and is like, and everyone's like, we don't know that person.
I'm like, well, they know who you are. You always step behind me and.
I could just picture that. Hi, Mrs. TJ. I'm ST Vapes.
Oh, I didn't recognize.
This giant of a man coming in for a hug, like.
Apparently,
I didn't recognize her at first because her hair was different.
yeah, she actually got her hair done like 2 days prior to us leaving.
Right. That threw me off. I didn't recognize her at first. I didn't know that she was with you until I saw y'all together. And I was like, oh, okay, now I see it.
You know what's funny? I don't think ST actually knew that I knew Fresh. Because I can't remember. I was having a little small conversation with him. I don't remember who was around us. But he said something about being the short guy. And he's like, wait till you meet Fresh. I go, oh, you didn't know. I've known Fresh longer than you have. He goes, what? Oh, yeah, I was in the fucking army with him. He goes, oh, didn't know that. It's like, sorry, ST, you didn't win this time.
And I got a custom build by Yeti. There.
Oh, shit.
Coils I brought were too big for it.
That was kind of funny. That last night, I'm chatting with Yunkel, and he's sitting there trying to pack, and he's like, "You want coils?" I'm like, "I'm not going to say no to Yunkel coils. What do you want?" He's like, "What do you?" He's like, "What do you want? Where do you like them?" I'm like, "You know me. I like stainless, man." He's like, "Okay, stainless. Here you go. Here, I'm just going to give you a selection. Here you go. Here you go. Fuck it. Here's some good food."
Speaking of that leaving thing, Yungo, I want to apologize to you firsthand. I totally spaced it on my way out after I left the hotel. My apologies for not coming and saying goodbye to you where I had to.
Dude, don't worry about it, man. There was so much going on. I totally understand. I promise. No worries, man.
Yeah, because at first I thought I was going to Uber somebody over to the fucking MGM or whatever, or wherever the fuck it was they were going, and then it turned out to not be that way, so I felt like kind of a dick when I didn't come and find out where you were fucking hanging out at there.
Yeah. That dinner actually turned out to be pretty cool because I got to sit with Rin and Dean and Giancarlo and Ducky and TBL. The TBL guys came and sat right next to us, and LIFA, and it actually turned out to be a pretty cool little dinner.
Speaking of another,
I'm a little mad. As you guys described the Anchor Bar, I'm a little mad, but I don't know how long I would have lasted in a bar. So I'm also okay with not going.
You would have been fine. It was, actually, I was the only one that had a beverage. So
You would have been completely distracted, though.
Probably.
Oh yeah. There was a waitress in there that was like, "Oh my God, quit walking by here."
Yeah. She should have had a license or at least a warrant for that fucking ass. Damn.
Who's this? I missed it. I was reading.
I don't
chat.
know.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who?
She works at Anchor.
She was wearing a t-shirt. She was wearing her sweatshirt that said, "Please look at my tits."
Don't forget that ass, though.
Night, Sasha.
I wonder if anyone ever hits on her.
I doubt it. I wonder how she gets her tips.
I think her ass came out of a fucking mold. That thing was perfect.
I want to steal that mold.
Should have took pictures.
Would you stand still just right there for just a minute? That wouldn't be an awkward conversation.
Video.
How about a selfie?
Hazy, I hate to tell you, but we gave up on waiting for you when you stopped showing up to live shows with every invite that we sent you every week. So I hate to bust your little bubble there, but I wasn't expecting that at all.
He said he thought about it for a minute.
Hazy, get in there.
Hazy thought about coming to the Detroit show for a minute.
He probably went, no.
Yep, that's about how long he thought about it.
He pulled a Rin Vapes. No.
Well, I almost went to Canada. I got on the wrong lane and got stuck into that exit. I had to do a U.
Yeah.
Oh, we got further than you.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, where I parked my car was right at the border checkpoint. And the girlfriend took pictures of the border checkpoint where it says, "Welcome to the United States of America." It's like, oh, we were almost in Canada. Almost.
I felt kind of blessed. I got a "You're Stupid" from Ren.
Yeah.
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 I think I got the first one, actually.
You're in. Awesome.
I feel like someone now.
That's how I felt too, Yeti. I got like 3 of them from her. Saturday night. It was really cool to sit and talk with her.
So,
Yeah.
that was one of the better times as well. All of us sitting in, and us and Yeti in my room,
Yeah.
just bullshitting until 2:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning, like we did Friday night.
Yeah, and I didn't think it was possible. LIFA's even cooler in person than he is on here, man.
That's not possible. I don't believe you.
He's awesome.
Now I have to meet him in person.
Everybody
Yeah,
here
LIFA-
was just great.
He's a pretty cool guy. He's a pretty cool guy, Beauty.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're all awesome.
Yeah.
Leaf and I had the same conversation over and over and over.
Yeah, it's on. It's
Is
on.
it on?
And it's recording.
Is it on now?
You know, that sounds like a
See, right?
familiar conversation. I swear to God, I heard that about 10 or 15 times on
And you-
Saturday. At
Yeah, and
least.
you were only there part of the time.
Yeah, somebody else.
So was that the GoPro?
Yeah, it's the GoPro. And the great thing is when I
Opinions.
sent all the files to Giz, half of them were, "Is it on?" Yeah, and it's recording. And then something happened when he walked away that it just wasn't recording. But he's got a good blooper reel.
That'll make a great video.
I'll put
That's what I was
the
going to say. You can make a video just out of that, out of YouTube.
Yeah.
Is it on? Is it recording?
Yep.
Is it recording?
might have to do
The
that.
light? You see the light? Is there a red light there?
Can you hear me now?
Laid over some yakety sacks.
That's another thing that I learned about cameras. Don't wear a camera on your head. You can't run it.
So he says Gizzard Vision didn't go quite as well as you had envisioned, huh?
No. I mean, I got some stuff. I'm going to be putting up a compilation video sometime this week. I worked on it all day today, but it's still not close to being done. But there'll be
You mean
some
more than
Gizzard
3
videos.
minutes?
What's that?
Yeah, I said, you mean it's more than 3 minutes?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Epic.
I might have to cut it in three.
Part 1, part 2, part 3. Remind you of anybody you know?
Three 3-minute sections.
I was mad. I thought I had more footage too, just like TJ. You know, I thought I had taken more, but I didn't even hear what I would have liked to have had.
That's what always happens, though. You go somewhere, you know you're going to you have all intentions of taping everything, and then you get involved with the people that are there, and you get in some great conversations. You never take out the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
that-
exactly what I did.
That was 90% of my problem, too. I wanted to take a lot more pictures than what I did. Wanted to get a lot more pictures with other people and everything that was going on, and I was just too worried about bullshitting with people and everything else to worry about fucking taking pictures. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a selfie or an ussy with Yunkel.
Yeah.
I got back and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I
I
think the
got a
only
good one. I got a good one that made it to Instagram today. As I was going through my phone, I was like, "Oh yeah, that one's going." Like me and Yunkel both just sitting there looking very displeased about something.
Yeah, that was a great one.
It was cool meeting everybody. I mean, fuck, getting a chance to fucking talk to Dean. Dean was a cool son of a bitch. Just he was literally probably 180 degree difference than what I thought it was going to be like sitting there talking to him.
Another guy's got a limitless energy.
Yeah. Holy shit. He's like the fucking Energizer Bunny.
That was one thing that I meant to ask. Yeti, was he sending you gifts while he was sitting next to you?
Probably.
Actually, no. There was actually too much going on at that particular moment, or those moments. I'm surprised.
I mean, fucking, who else was that? Who else didn't we get to meet out there? Jax was out there. It's awesome to meet Jax in person.
Flag.
Oh yeah, Shane.
Another awesome guy.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention when I first walked in. And
Awesome.
we walked back to the back where all the tables were set up, and I was fucking with something. Shane looks over at me. Are you just gonna fucking avoid me or what? Because I wasn't paying attention, I'd look over, I'm like, son of a bitch. Oops, my bad.
Hey, Sean.
I was like, Sean, how's your brother
Is Shane coming?
It's cool, he called me JT once.
That is an epic picture, Fresh.
That one from your uncle?
Yes. I you know. Yeah. I definitely want to meet those guys in a dark alley for sure.
I think it was just your uncle was upset that I was trying to take a selfie with him when, like, unexpectedly. And so I mimicked an angry face too.
You know,
I think I've got one with Timmers. I think I do. I did get the dog pile on Timmers, the big group hug on Timmers. I did make that happen.
He was nervous too.
I've caught the most shit for not having my light on Saturday.
Yeah, I almost didn't recognize you.
I had it on all day Friday, but of course there wasn't anybody there Friday.
It looks like Yeti, but he don't have a headlamp on.
I know, it's like somebody
I just got a
fucking
lot of
pried
weird
that
looks
thing
from
off.
vendors.
I'm not sure if you caught Heavy Show before this, but he's like, yeah, Yeti's uncle comes walking by and he's got his headlamp on. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think I was standing there when Phenom and Heavy said, everybody knows who you are. You don't have to wear that headlamp all weekend.
Oh, that's fucking.
It's like, okay, as long as that's established, I can take my name tag off now? Okay, cool.
I'm glad I brought it though, because I needed it.
Yeah, that's something. Those gator tips. Fuck.
Oh, everybody got one. Look at that. No.
Oh, the dude was making them as he stood there.
Yeah,
Like
I saw a video of him doing that at ECC in LA last year.
Throw these away.
Throw those away?
Yeah.
Ow, they burn.
No, they're not.
I wasn't going to wait for those because he had about 3 hours of work after Mike Vapes put his order in.
I'm telling you should have done what I did. You just slap your piece up on the thing and you just walk away and come back and you're like, hey dude, where am I at? And he remembered everybody. He's like, you're between him and her. So you've got like 40 minutes left before I get around to doing it. I was like, oh, okay.
He seems like a machine. Damn.
I went over there and looked and I thought about it, and being as it was Saturday and fucking crazy when I got there, there was like fucking 20 people deep in the line waiting. I'm like, you know what?
Don't need it that bad.
I'm gonna have to take the pass on this one.
I was glad I got one when I did.
Now, Beauty.
Got to get something for that one.
Now, Beauty, if you can save all your pennies,
Yeah.
he has rods of Damascus.
Oh,
You could get a Damascus drip tip. I think it was $125.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I saw that. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, he broke that sucker out. Like he had a stainless Damascus so that you wouldn't get any like buildup on it. It was fucking
I was gonna
gorgeous.
say, I'd feel
Phenom
dirty
got
putting
5
on
of them.
that.
Phenom took a handful of them.
Phenom got quite a few. Mike got quite a few. I think Brian got the most
Really?
because Brian was just loading up. ST got a couple. I only got the one because by that point it was getting so late in the day that I was like, man, I don't want to hold anybody else up.
No doubt.
I bought two.
I just got that one tip, but it's probably my favorite drip tip.
I bought two just because I was standing there so long in line. I'm like, fuck that, I'm gonna get two.
Gotta make this worth my while.
I'm gonna get two when it's my turn.
I don't know. I think I'm still a little emotional hungover from it.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, well, this hopefully today that'll bring closure to everything, and I can just be done with it. And
Well, Monday at work, I was depressed as shit. Monday at work, like I was still a little jet lagged. I was there was a couple things I wish had gone better on the trip, but it was just like the negatives in my brain kind of messed with me. And then yesterday I felt better, and today I felt great. But yeah, still a little emotionally hungover.
Now, I got the approval on this liquid from the wife today. She came by the house to pick me up, and I let a cloud rip before I got in the car, and she goes, "Ooh, what's that?"
That's always nice.
This
That's always a great feeling.
She's like, "I approve. You can vape that in the front room anytime."
My hundred's down to here.
Oh, she was talking about Eliquid? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I about killed that 100 of that stuff. I'm glad I got two.
I reached out to them yesterday because I was gonna look about getting more of it, and on their website they only have the strawberry. So I emailed them. I go like, "Hey, I'm looking to put a link up on a video, but you don't have the butter pecan out there." And he's like, "We'll work on that. Check in a couple days."
Yeah, I talked to them too. They're really cool people too.
Oh, that butter pecan was fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Ray, that's when you say, "No, listen, you don't understand."
Oh, where is
You're
it?
not hearing me correctly.
Yeah, I'm a reviewer. I bought this shit this weekend.
Do you know
And
who
I
I
want
am?
some more.
I already had that other side of the conversation as well. They said they'd work with
Do you know who I'm is? That's what you That's what you tell them, LIFA.
You know what?
motherfucking LIFA.
Right.
Where is it? Okay. This stuff, the heavy brought. That Camelot Reserve,
Now
bourbon custard. Fuck.
you're like the fifth person to show that up in a video today. I'm gonna have to just buy some from Heavy.
Yeah, just email Heavy and be like, listen, dude, need my hands on it.
These are getting rare now.
Yeah, it is.
Like I said, if you enjoy the flavor of bourbon, you'll love this stuff because it legitimately tastes like there's bourbon in custard.
Nice.
It's delicious.
He was also a guy that just blew me away when we meet him.
Heavy?
Yeah, he was super upfront. He knew even me from other things, and he just hung out with you as much as he could.
Yeah, he was probably he was easily one of my favorite people I met this met this weekend was Heavy.
Oh yeah, super down to earth. And it's fucking cool to get the chance to just sit and bullshit with him.
Yeah, like LIFA said, he's just a straightforward guy. Like he's just one of those dudes that's just he's gonna tell you what he sees and he's honest about everything, and you love him for it. I knew I've been on his I've gone on his show plenty of times and chatted with him, but actually sitting down and talking with him, I was like, fuck, this dude's awesome.
Oh yeah, he's fucking great to meet all of those guys who I'm constantly watching, seeing what's going on, and I know have a big outreach in the community, whereas me, my outreach isn't huge. It's rather small, being honest, but being able to sit and talk to those guys, it was fucking cool.
Bigly.
My 12th favorite person I met this weekend, Gizzard Steve, wouldn't let me fiddle with his mustache.
Bigly.
Gizzard Stew.
Fresh
Wouldn't let me fiddle with his mustache.
Fresh picked me up from the airport, and that was probably the most time I spent with him all weekend. Because it took 2.5 hours to get from the airport to the hotel.
No, like I seriously, every time I turned around, I was getting yanked in a different direction the entire weekend.
I know.
And I mean, that's one of those things that I got a little bit disappointed with, is I didn't get to spend as much time with like you and Rin and Addie as I wanted.
Yeah, well, that was why it was good that we went to the museum.
Yeah.
That felt like, small group quality.
The perfect break.
Yeah, quality time. Plus, we needed a break after 2 days at the deal.
Yeah. And that was easily one of my favorite times. I actually got to talk to Rin for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Well,
and I'll admit it.
Me and Giz, spent a couple hours talking before he left that last night.
Yeah.
And that was awesome, being able to talk to Giz, because it just didn't happen. Like I was so all over the place during that convention.
The other thing was I was hogging Rin, so
you weren't the one hogging Rin.
I regretted not doing that, but it was just an impossibility.
They had chairs hanging on the wall all over the museum, Uncle.
If we would have known that,
like you walk up, you take one down. It's a camping chair. You just put it wherever you want.
No shit.
Just carry it around with you.
Damn.
No,
well, now I know.
You would have been fine. You would have been fine. Like the only time because they had these giant elevators.
Yeah.
But
not only that, but our transportation was like spot on both ways. There were no escalator steps or broken elevators or anything.
Wow. Well, I'm sure if I went, that would have been a whole different ball game.
All those escalators will be out of service.
There was. I can say there was only one thing as a whole that I was disappointed at for that as an entirety, and that's that there was nothing there that I saw that was related to any sort of advocacy.
Yep.
It was kind of a bummer. For there being so many people that were coming in and out of there, why was there not at least one place in there that was talking nothing but advocacy, handing out pamphlets?
Because it was a smaller show.
Smaller show or not, that stuff needs to be included.
Yeah.
Well,
there was hundreds and hundreds of people in there. At least I know when I came in there was probably 400, 500, 600 people in there. That's still a large chunk that they could have been here. Take this. Yeah. This is good information for you to have, pass along to others. Yeah,
it's a good time to bring up something that's going on. Like a lot of the folks that do a lot of the local advocacy, like Not Blowing Smoke and CASA, our attention got so focused on the right to be smoke-free lawsuit that a lot of those guys are struggling funding wise. So if you're thinking about donating, or you have a little something extra to give to advocacy, reach out to like CASA or Not Blowing Smoke, or even your local Zapata branch, the VTA, because during the congressional lull when they went out for elections, there was nothing going on. As far as advocacy wise, there was nothing going on. The only thing we had to focus on was that right to be smoke-free lawsuit, which, it's a great thing that we did focus on it. But a lot of it comes down to when you turn around, even if things work out for us in 5-6 years, when all this finally gets settled, you could still be sitting in a state with a flavor ban or a 70% tax.
Yep.
So So yeah, I was talking to Stefan Didak quite a bit today about the donations for Addie's yogurt, but we got into that a lot of folks they don't realize how hurting those for funding these nonprofit organizations are.
Right.
So,
well, you can't forget too. I want to interject that you can't forget that this is an ongoing battle too.
And it will be.
Like we just got HR 1136, so now that replaced 2058 and Cole Bishop. But I mean, these things are going to be like they're going to come and go, right? Like they're going to morph into other bills, and I think that state advocacy is going to be paramount even more so than the FDA crap. So you got to, just because you advocated and you did your part once, that's not enough. You got to keep at it, and you got to try and keep yourself apprised of what's going on. Like I said, there was a lull, and now it's starting to ramp back up again. So I'm sure at least our group will be doing our part to try and keep it in the public eye. And yeah.
Well, going on what TJ was saying about not being any advocacy at the shows, Chris, do you want to talk about your thing, or is that not ready for the public yet?
No. Anybody? Sorry, got a frog in my throat. Anybody coming to Atlanta? We're going to be. Our booth is, or our table. Thank you. Is called the Vapor's Voice. And we're going to be going live, and we're also going to be taking video footage that we're going to use as a later date of everybody's vape stories. And I was talking to Jennifer Berger Coleman about it today. Great lady. I had never had a chance to have a conversation.
She's incredible.
I had not. She is amazing. About where, we can go with this. And she had some amazing ideas. So we're hoping to get all of these people's stories, putting a face to a name and really making an impact. And we hope to be getting them to Washington. And I think that Jennifer is going to be, paramount in that whole thing. I'm hoping to really, get on board with her because she just does really amazing. She's just amazing. She's great. And I think, telling your vape story is just so important because you have to, not that writing letters is not important, because of course it is, the representatives have to see that. But, if you can turn around and put a face to it, it makes it, it hits everybody here. It makes it more personal and everything like that. And I think with everything that's been going on this last year, that, the little guys have just felt like, oh, I don't matter. You know what I mean? I'm just a number. I'm just whatever. And so we're just really trying to get that, to change that, and just to give everybody their voice and say, no, you do matter. Come here. We care. We want to hear about it. It's important. And, I'm expecting Atlanta to be epic. And then after that, even more epicness,
I'm proud of y'all for that. I think that's going to be.
It's a lot of work. Let me tell you.
But
it's a lot of work. The last 2 days, I've been on the phone all day. Like that's it. But it's going to be so worth it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an amazing thing.
So if anybody goes to Atlanta, you guys, if you tell me you missed it and you didn't come, watch out. I'm going to sick fresh on you.
That's right.
That's it.
I learned a trick or two from Mike Vapes this weekend when I went low to get his legs, and Addy Tooney went high to get his upper body, and we were after that granulated sugar note. He hit us both in the head with his mod.
There you go.
So I learned something new. And this thing's a fucking brick. This H-Priv, I'll clock you good.
So watch out, guys.
Tell your story, you sons of guns.
Don't be shy. Everyone needs to hear it.
I was going to share there was only one thing that I was disappointed in the experience over the weekend, and that was that Don was missing.
Yeah.
Because that was a major reason that I went.
Yep.
And
No.
but I know that if she had been able to be there, she would have been there.
Yep.
So, I hope that her son is feeling much better. And,
Yeah.
I
had a nice long text session with her last night.
Yeah.
She's doing all right. She's very disappointed that she missed the convention, but yeah.
So
It's-
that was my only thing, my only negative out of the whole thing, because obviously I'm more fortunate than some people. At least I got to really hang out with her before the Billion Lives thing. But that just brought us close together, and I was really looking forward to seeing her again. So
Yeah, and that's the love of my life right there, Gizzard Stew.
I was pretty bummed about that. To be honest, I was one of those people who's been backing me since day one.
Yeah.
When I first made that switch over, she was one of the first people to reach out to me, and I was pretty bummed I didn't get that opportunity to meet her. However, I'm in the same boat with her, where I said, if something was to happen to one of my kids, or my son in this case, you'd have got the deuces. I'd have been leaving. I always say it. My family always comes first. That's the same reason why I do this every week. This is my vape fam. You guys come first. So that's why I've decided to keep doing this Wednesday show. I enjoy it, but it's all about the family aspect of it. And when your own family's got something going on and you can't make it, I get it.
Well, speaking of coming first, I'm actually going to have to take off. TJ, thank you again for having me on. I got to go pick up the wife from work. So
Later,
I
slacker.
have to go. Stupid adulting.
I'm kind of bummed. I was expecting a better one-liner from you, speaking of coming first, but
I got one.
That's what I was like, my ears perked up. I'm like, what?
I saw groundhog real quick.
I have a one-liner for you. I got to go. The meter's running.
Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen.
Later, brother.
Later.
Don't be a dick. Give me your churro.
No shit.
Oh, what did I start with that one?
Oh, that's like we talked about that this weekend. Like my catchphrase has gotten so manipulated and so perverted.
Yes. It absolutely is.
I might have to come up with something new. Bastards.
You guys should be getting paid for this stuff. I mean, come on. Didn't I teach you that?
It's on like everybody but like me, and I think Giz and TJ has monetization on their channels.
Well, no, I meant like real money.
I know. Give me the real money.
What's real money?
I thought I taught you guys right. We're gonna have a business video conference. You guys need a refresher.
For me, this isn't about a business thing. I want nothing to do with the business aspect of this. For me, this is just for fun and for everybody to come hang out. That's it. Yeah, who the fuck is clicking? Good question.
LIFA looks distracted up there.
Oh, you know what? I think it's me.
Somebody's having a nervous tick.
No, is it this?
Maybe it's a bomb.
No, maybe that's not me. I thought it was me. I was filing.
It was Yeti.
Oh. Just blame it on Yeti. Oh, yeah, it was Yeti.
That's what I learned. That's what I really learned at the Detroit ECC was it had to have been Yeti.
It's all Yeti's fault.
It usually is.
Even when he's asleep in his chair, it's Yeti's fault.
Yep.
I think Yunkel might have gotten more sleep than he's gotten in months at Detroit.
That is no joke. I slept all nights.
Yeah.
Every night I slept.
See, we wore you out.
We wore your ass out.
Yep. And I've been up since I've been home.
Oh no. Back to the same grind.
Yeah.
He's like, I need to go to more vape conferences. I'll get more sleep.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, that's an expensive way to do it, but if it works.
I was just going to suggest some melatonin, but I mean, if you want to go to vape conventions,
Melatonin don't work on me. I've tried it. Well, melatonin's weird because you got to catch it like you got a little window, and if
Yeah,
you
when
don't
you
get it
start
right
getting sleepy,
then,
when you start getting sleepy, you got to lay that head down.
Yep,
because if
right
you don't,
then.
it's gone.
Yep. I want some of Shane's stuff. Boy,
That shit
he
fucking Dean tried to slip me, cocksucker.
no, just the
Swag's always on the mollies.
yeah.
That's
I want
true.
some of his mollies. he sends some fucking some hellacious. I guess you'd call it literature when he stays up too late. I got a pretty good one the other night.
I did too.
Oh my
I've
god!
screenshotted all of those.
I ought to read it. Shane, would you be offended if I read that on air?
We need to make a book.
Yeti, was it about gnomes?
Gnomes
Yes.
were in it. Gnomes were in it.
Swagisms.
I got that too. That dirty, rotten bastard left
I got that too. No, the problem was I responded to it.
Yeah, I did too. I told him that it was going to be saved. I don't know if that's the same one that he was talking about from a long time ago, or if that's a new version.
Swag, gotta love him though.
I do love Swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting to meet him, and I hugged him. He didn't look all that happy about it for a minute, but then he accepted the hug. And his wife is awesome. Like she's got nothing to do with vaping. A little bored, but she had a great time when I was around because we just cracked short jokes the whole time.
Yeah, she's really cool. Very supportive too. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Or TJ's wife who doesn't vape too, you know, right?
She's super nice.
She doesn't, but
TJ,
she puts up with it.
I think this thing.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I got to get me one of those.
With this stuff,
You gotta get, you know,
with the Mr. Salties,
Yeah.
like you take like one rip and it gives you that cigarette head rush.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Like
I wish I would have sprung for one of those when I was there. No big deal. I'm sure they're available places.
Yeah, I think they've got them
They're
in
all
my
over
brick
the
and
place.
mortar now.
It's a great little device.
Do you have to buy coils for it, or is it rebuildable?
No, it's coils.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like. I don't like pre-made coils usually, but
I don't either.
AIO coils are pretty cheap though.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. It's what, like 10 of them for like $8, something like that,
Oh,
for the
wow,
stainless
really?
steels.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all.
They're tiny too. The stainless is really good on them. Good flavor. You can taste pretty much everything out of your juice. You may lose some light notes.
You know, I've come to the conclusion because I've had her try all kinds of little different starter kits and shit, and I think she's got some sort of fucking reaction to either the VG or the PG because she just coughs like a fucking champ.
Well, I mean, I think
matter
didn't
what
we
it
all
is.
cough a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still cough. I'm still coughing. Ain't stopping me though.
Do you ever tell her that? Remember back when you first started smoking cigarettes, you coughed?
Fair enough. I didn't even think to use that one.
That's what my
Right.
son said to my mom.
That's what I tell people because they go, "Oh, that shit makes me cough." I go,
Yeah.
"Well, if you think back to when you started smoking cigarettes, it made you cough too."
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the coolest little devices I've run across, and I've been running the same charge since ECC,
Yeah.
and it's still kicking, no problem. Granted, I only break it out like 2-3 times a day and take a rip off it, but you're vaping zero at work, and you're just going out for your break, and someone pisses you off, you just break out the my one or me one.
The get Nick sick real quick.
Yep.
You just get it's like taking that first rip off of a cigarette, like it's just like
Head rush. I like the one that LIFA's got. LIFA.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
LIFA.
can't see how you can't see how sparkly this is. It's sparkly.
Yeah,
I like the abalone.
I want to get the yellowish one.
That yellowish one is sexy in person.
And it comes with a yellow drip tip. All
I
right.
almost got that pinkish purple one. That one looked really nice in person, but I had to stick to the murder theme.
The only downside I have is that the airflow ring just spins all the way around. So you kind of gotta look at it before you hit it.
Because you're like, what's wrong with this?
Yeah, Jax, that wasn't even the My One. That was the iCare Mini. Yeah, it gives you it just that Nick salts, it just punches you with nicotine in a hurry. And it gets that urge just like out of your system.
Yeah,
Like
I'm gonna pick up one for
about all that?
myself and my mom.
Oh shit, we got a celebrity in the audience, TJ.
Hell yeah.
What up, Vapor?
Oh shit! Get the fuck out of Dodge. Did you get lost and stumble over here?
I was
Vapor.
watching his live show last night. That's a cool cat. So humble. He wouldn't, like, we were all telling him how awesome he was, and he's just like, nah, you're awesome.
It's the no, you're awesome fight. No, you're awesome. No, you're awesome.
Exactly. And that's what basically what it turns into is where, we have to be Rise ego for him.
No. Really, it's you. Really. Could not be me.
It's not me, it's you talk.
Yeah,
But that's a good it's not you, it's me talk.
exactly.
The other it's not you, it's me talk.
Well, sometimes they're good depending on who you are, no matter which way it goes.
What up, Snaggle? Yeah, if you guys are ever on Instagram and you see Vaporize Live up at the top of your Instagram, just go ahead and hit it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Just do it. You'll be glad you did.
He's
You know I've caught live. I've caught live a couple times recently. That's fun to watch. Is Addie.
Addie too.
Dear Addie.
Or Dear Addie.
Addie.
Yeah.
Dear Addie has some great Instagram live shows.
Yep.
From all your pictures, he's taller than I thought he was.
Oh,
He was the tallest one at the convention. I don't care what Lemmy says. He was
Whoa.
taller than you, Lemmy. He was
No, he
taller
was
than you.
not.
To be
No, he
honest,
wasn't.
Hold on a sec, Lemmy. You don't get to put a vote in. Let's go and run this around the room.
Okay, go.
TJ.
mind blown by how tall he actually was.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Dear Addie taller than Lemmy, though?
I can't say I didn't see them next to each other, so it's toss up for me.
They were both. I both had to look up to him. I couldn't tell. Lemmy was wearing a hat.
I was standing across the room. So was Dear Addie.
Like a top hat?
Yeah, Eddie always wears a hat
He
too.
never took his hat off.
Hey, they were both wearing a hat.
I have to vote for Dear Addie because he's tall and he's a ginger.
Yep. The uncle?
You're being biased, Giz.
Again, I didn't see them together. They're probably equally the same height, I would say.
No. I came around a corner and I looked and they were chatting with each other or something. And I was like,
Okay, so
Well,
if
that-
Dear Addie's got him.
here's the
Wow.
deciding factor, Fresh. When you hugged both of them, were the nipples at different heights?
You know, I couldn't get my arms as far around
He
Lemmy
could
as I
get his
could.
head above their belt buckle.
That's right. I was hugging hips. I was hugging hips on both of them.
I will say this for Lenny.
For hugs, I went to the side because I didn't want a face full of mushroom stamp.
I think Lenny has him on wingspan.
I think you probably do have some longer wings than Dear Addie. I think Dear Addie has you on sheer verticality.
Well, if he
It's
does,
really
it's not
close.
by much.
He's tall though. He's
Yeah.
way taller than he looks on camera.
No
I'm
doubt.
betting he's a good
Yeah.
6'5",
Way
6'6".
down, he looks little.
He does. When you see him on camera, you would never imagine how tall that dude is.
No,
If
not
I
a
hadn't had
million
a heads
fucking
up that he was
years.
tall, I would have been just
Oh,
blown.
shut up, Tommy.
Even the missus said, she goes, he looks a lot taller than what he does on camera. And you know who she was the most surprised by, though?
Who?
Height-wise? Fucking you, Fresh. She goes, somehow I imagined him to be a lot taller. I was like, I told you. She goes, I didn't believe you. I go, well, wouldn't be the first thing you didn't believe me on that you were wrong. That didn't go over well, mind you. That started a fight on the way home. But totally worth it.
Fresh's biceps kind of gave me the feels. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Ooh, look at those! Oh yeah, what's up with that?" I just want to like massage them and.
More than welcome to, Beauty. If we ever meet up, I'll just.
And what?
He's like, yeah, don't stop. Don't stop.
Don't stop that, Beauty. Don't stop. Okay, now you can stop. We're good.
And what Fresh lacks in height, he makes up for strength and speed. I had to follow that fucker around Detroit, and he had to keep looking back. I'm like, yep, I'm a half a block behind you. I'm still good.
You know what that is? That's not because of his height or anything. That's because he was in the military. That's called walking with a purpose.
Well, I was
condensed.
Double time.
You know
I
what
had a purpose too.
That's for sure. You thick motherfucker, though. He's a little barrel.
You know what else I learned this weekend in Detroit? Road signs mean fucking nothing to gizzards too. Fucking nothing. Gizzard just walking down the street. I think it's over there, Giz. Okay, out in the middle of the street, cars piling up on top of each other. Giz just going.
Well, that's how we do stuff here in the Midwest. We don't have cars.
Like fucking
We can just
jaywalking.
walk wherever we want.
We don't have cars. We have horse and buggies, but you can always, get past them.
Yeah, I put my arms to work this weekend though. I hugged everybody I could find, whether they wanted to be or not. Ask Zesty Vapes.
Yeah.
Oh, Zesty.
He wasn't keen at first, was he?
He wasn't keen on hugs when he left.
Not a hugger.
But every time I spotted him, Zesty, and he'd just see me coming. He's like,
Damn hugger.
fucking huggers. He never tried to get away from me, though. I will give him credit. He didn't try and get away. He probably could have outran. He probably could have outran me. He's one of the few guys at the convention I think probably could outrun me.
And Christine, we did get to meet Turbo, the famous Pandora Blue and Turbo.
Oh, okay.
That guy, LIFA, hugged Pandora. Witness right here. He wants everybody to know.
Oh.
LIFA hugged Pandora.
That was
Yes,
it? Just
he
a
did.
hug? You didn't grab her ass or anything? Come on.
Turbo was right there.
I ain't gonna completely tell on him.
I'm like, I'm a little disappointed.
I'm a gentleman. So.
We saw an ancient statue of Fresh at the art museum. I'd like to share.
I'm still wondering how
I
you
was like,
got
where's
this
the, do you have a picture?
like, where did they, like, look at the hair.
That's a hat.
That's not a hat. It's hair. It was actual living hair, gizzards too.
And those brows on point.
Me and Ren go, what does that remind you of? And she goes, Fresh.
Are those nipples accurate though? They look a little wide set. I don't know.
Somebody broke off the statue.
Oh, okay.
Gizzard, do you have the picture of the ancient Gizzard Stew goggles?
I do, but it's going in my video, I think.
All right.
Yeah, there was a headdress or something that was carved out of wood. It looked like gizzard goggles.
Gizzard got really excited about that one.
That was awesome.
Well, I'm getting. Who'd I get a text from?
We did see a sculpture of Tia Vapes.
Yeah.
A sculpture?
Yeah. I don't think it was supposed to be Tia Vapes.
Oh, I'm like, you guys are kidding, right?
Oh, we did.
There
No,
she
that
is.
was
There she is.
No, that's not it.
That's not Tia.
Oh, no.
I know one of us has to. I know between the two of us, because one of us has to have it.
I have it. I just got to dig it up. Let me see here.
There's when I snuck up on Roro.
Nice.
I think I was probably grabbing her butt right there. I owed her one.
So the other great experience was rolling through the museum with these guys. And every once in a while you'd hear, "You are too close to the exhibit. Please
That was
back
Gizzard.
away."
Oh, was it an automated thing?
Well,
I got yelled at about 6 times.
let's say the cheese head is the painting. He was like right here. Take the selfie. Cheese. Giz, that's a Van Gogh, and you're inches away from it. There she is. There's Tia Vapes.
Man, I can't believe you met Tia Vapes at that convention. I didn't know she was going to
I did, but she was at the museum.
Oh man, why is she in that little box? Oh, they should let her out every once in a while. That's just mean.
Night, Jax.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
She's chiseled in stone.
Yeti.
This is what Tia Vapes looks like when she's stoned.
She gets Mormon hair when she's stoned.
Oh.
Internet is gagged one person is great too.
And
I got
going-
forked in Detroit.
TJ, you checking out that? You checking out that?
Oh, yeah, I'm going into
Red
the Red
Reserve.
Reserve.
Oh, it's good.
Glorious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck vaping it. I just wipe it on my toast.
I can't wait till mine fucking gets here.
Yeah, me too.
Damn it. I brought the wrong shit on the plane.
I'd be glad I didn't give you anything bigger to take back with you.
No, it's coming. It just couldn't come with me.
This
Shane's sending my stuff to me, so
this fucker had to go into my carry-on. Glad it was squishy.
That was by far one of my favorite highlights of the day.
at least you had an extra cushion on the plane.
I know. That doesn't help the seatbelt fit, though.
He told me he was going to use it for a porta potty.
Yeah, it's got this nice little hole in.
Are you sitting on a wedge of cheese? No, it's for my hemorrhoids.
Well, at least if that ever comes to that, you don't have to fucking get one of those donuts. You're welcome.
Nope.
Oh, thanks.
You can be cooler than that. You have a wedge of cheese.
I was gonna paint it like blue and orange.
You paint it whatever color you want because you know what's underneath, motherfucker.
I was gonna see if maybe I could feed it to my bear back here.
That'd be the closest you ever get to watching the bears eat the cheese heads.
Here's what your uncle looks like with a full night of sleep.
Oh yeah.
All refreshed and peppy.
All refreshed and happy about his life for a minute.
And Uncle, you left the cheese curds in the fridge.
Oh, fuck! I did, didn't I?
Don't
I
worry.
ate mine.
They were great for breakfast.
Man,
He's like, they didn't go to waste. Don't worry
I
about
knew
it.
somebody was
Damn
eating
it.
the motherfuckers.
Fresh.
well, at least it didn't go to waste. I guess. Damn it, man.
Tried green V2 yet?
What?
Swag wants to know if you tried green V2 yet.
Oh,
I have not tried green V2 yet.
I have.
Where's it at?
It's delicious.
And they are both delicious. Holy shit.
is it better than the original? How can it
Yes.
be better?
I like it
It's
better.
it's
I like
much
it.
better.
Really? Oh,
Fresh loves the V1 though, so
I
Is,
love the V1 too, though. So they're both good.
I love the new one.
Jack and Blue was
I
really
agree.
good.
I agree with your uncle.
I can't believe it. We actually agree on a liquid.
I know,
Wow.
right?
Mark this date down, guys. This has never happened.
I got it. I'm putting it in my calendar right now.
And Fresh, I'm gonna have to pick up one of those iPowers after seeing you work it all day long at the expo.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Like it's a great little device. Like it's one of those ones. It's one of those ones you can beat the piss out of it, and it's still fine. It's just a little workhorse mod.
And it looks great with the new tank you got.
I know, right, you uncle?
Yeah.
You still have that on there?
I'm never taking it off, you uncle.
Oh, God.
That is so wrong.
Very.
So wrong. I want everybody out there that's still watching the show to hit that little blue thumbs up button. Do it now.
Look at that.
You would say, do it right, meow.
Look at that beauty.
Oh, is that okay? Did you now? That's what you wanted, right? That's what you were looking for.
Yeah.
Is that all you bought?
That's all I bought.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
That TBL booth was hard to resist.
Yeah.
I was sure you were going to go crazy.
No,
You're like, nope, that's it. That's all I'm buying. I'm like, yeah, he says that now.
The only other thing I would have bought was the Revenant, but they had like a wholesaler there that had them, but they weren't selling them. They were just showing them off in case you wanted to load your shop up full of them.
Oh.
Useless for the everyday vapors.
So I'm like,
That's
I'll
when you put
take
in
my
order
money
for
other way.
1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, so before I forget about this, because I just looked up and it's still in the bag. I took the Phantom Ravioli with me in case anybody decided they wanted to go that route. Nobody brought it up, so I just left it in the bag. When I go and I pack everything back up into my travel bag, and keep it in the little baggie I've got it in, because I'm like, I don't need it seeping into everything else. That motherfucker seeped into the bag. Nothing leaked out, but because it's so fucking strong, I've got my my big old fucking medic bag that I had from when I was in the military filled with all my shit. My clothes smelled like Phantom Ravioli that were in there. Thank God they were already dirty. I'm going, holy shit. Apparently the steep on that stuff is...
in a pizza shop.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. It smelled like I just walked out of the fucking homemade pizzeria next door. I'm going, fuck.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
It wasn't a bad thing. I was just surprised. I'm like, because I haven't even taken it out of the plastic baggie. I mean, nothing's leaked in there at all.
I think you need better plastic baggies.
Yeah, that's what I should have double bagged that son of a bitch. I'm just glad it didn't, the smell didn't steep into other juices. That would have been kind of fun, though.
Okay.
The smartest thing I did all weekend was I didn't bring very much e-liquid with me. I brought just a couple little bottles and a couple bottles that I knew I was going to give to somebody because I figured that, and it was a good call. Then I didn't have to try and haul back a lot of crap like that.
Still got you molested at the airport.
On the way home?
Yeah.
No, Addie got molested, not me.
Okay.
They just gave me a scolding. They said, "Step away from the exhibit."
You're too close to the artwork.
No
The green
selfies
V2
here.
The green V2, the main difference that I'm picking up is the green tea is much sharper in it. Like it's a sharper flavor green tea rather than being a little more subtle in the V1. I like them both quite a bit.
I got a little bit more creaminess out of the V2 myself.
Green's my favorite.
The other thing I would say about both the vintage red and the green V2 is you have to try them at different wattages because they vape completely different at low wattages, medium wattages, and high wattages. Yeah. Like the red I wasn't really getting that much off of it, but if you have red, crank it up. You know, 100 watts, 120 watts, it's like pow.
Yeah.
So you got to vape it like Swag vapes it.
Oh, he was sitting there vaping at 200 watts. Was it Saturday night? He was clouding it up.
And then when I pump my wattage up to when I max this out at 80 watts, I definitely get a bit more of the cream than I did before. But
it changes on you.
Yeah. I still notice that the green tea is a bit sharper.
And that's not a bad thing.
I don't know. I like the new version better. Dark is my favorite flavor, I think, though, from Swag.
Oh, hell yeah.
The coffee.
Green's my go-to with Swag.
We're getting low.
Ooh, time to reorder.
My order's in. I'm waiting for delivery.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So, Beauty,
Yes.
big show on Friday.
Yes. I actually had an email conversation too. So, for anybody who doesn't know, I'll be on Jack's show on Friday, and Grim Green's going to be there. So, but I had an email conversation with him because he's going to be Grim and Dwayne are both going to be at in Atlanta also. So,
Beauty.
yes.
Red Rocket.
I wanted to see more rocket pictures from Detroit, but I didn't see them.
He didn't take it.
The Rocket stayed home.
Oh, that's right. You got to save it.
Imagine.
You got to save it for your giveaway. I forgot.
Yeah.
Taking that on the airplane.
X-rayed that, and they would have said, "What the hell's this?"
Speaking of rocket
Left
pictures,
off.
you want a good rocket picture, you're going to need to talk to Brian. The reason for this is I'm standing up back where the tables are. I see him sneak over to my left and doing something sketchy, and he's facing where they had all the black curtains hung up. And what do I see? He's got his little GoPro staring directly at his fucking package because he's live streaming it to whoever's device. I think Kimmy was looking at her shit, and so he's fucking all up in his shit, and I just started dying. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, doing the you didn't see anything here type look. He's like,
TVC did that?
yeah.
Yeah.
I got a good kick out of it. I was like, yep, just the kind of shit I would expect. Like,
He's another awesome guy, TVC. Awesome guy.
Yeah, he seems really cool.
he was way fucking cool. Like, I'm just some little fish in a big pond, and talk to me like you fucking know me. Like, you've known me for years. I'm like, it's pretty fucking cool. Dude's just way down to earth, too.
Me and Phenom almost got the hug, the actual physical act of hugging perfected this weekend. We were practicing on each other. I think we probably would have had it that night. We got locked out of the bar and he got locked inside. I think we probably would have had it right then, but we lost the moment. Thank you, bar that closed at 11 o'clock at night.
Does that mean you're officially dating? Are you going to change your Facebook status?
In a relationship with Phenom Vapes?
Yes.
It's Facebook official.
It's Facebook official.
Mm-hmm.
What, Fresh? You got a couple questions in chat here.
Do I?
You do. You're not paying attention. You're not on your game, man.
Not my show. I don't have to.
He said, "Not my show. I don't need to pay attention."
I don't need to be on my game. What are the questions here, Beauty?
How to make saline.
Yeah, Stars and
That
Clouds.
was one of them.
You make saline or buy it.
I buy it.
They say they can't though.
Yeah, you need sea salt and distilled water, and then you Yeti tears. Seriously, you need sea salt and distilled water. You boil the distilled water. Look online how much salt to add. Measure out the exact amount of sea salt. You add that in after it's at a boil, and you let that whole mix simmer you let the whole mix boil for 15 minutes, and then you turn the temperature off, and you draw your saline out of the center of the pot. And so by doing it from the center, you put it in the middle and you don't let your needle touch the bottom. You're drawing it from the middle of the solution.
And wash the
how you make
macaroni
your
and
unscaling.
cheese out of the pot before you start.
Oh,
No ramen noodles in there. Do not use ramen packets. Any other question?
That round device might be nice.
did Swag answer? Penelope was asking. She was asking Shane, but she said I need a hibiscus flavor for DIY. She wanted to do a hibiscus strawberry lemonade.
Talk to Swag or talk to Rin.
Or G.
Well, Rin's not here.
I know.
Well, I see Swag knocked it out there. He said he uses
Oh, he did.
Flavora in small percentages.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, tell him to get on his game.
That was rather eventful. I'm glad I kicked that fucking 24-hour flu bug before today. Holy shit.
Oh, try having the actual flu for 3 weeks. I will never be one of those people on Facebook that says, post, I have the flu when I don't have it. Because when you have it, you'll know you have it. I'm seeing everybody like, I got the flu. I'm like, are you sure? Because I used to do that. I'm like, oh, I think I have the flu. No, there's no thinking. You will have it. Oh, look at the loves.
That's still by far my biggest highlight of the fucking weekend.
The loves. Anybody have the K-Fun Monster V3 Blackout with Chef Kit?
Addy Tooney does.
Addy
Does
Tooney.
he?
Yep.
He was running on a 26650 Mac.
Oh, that's what the fuck he was. Yeah, I thought I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he fixed the pin to where you could run it on a Mac on a hybrid.
I was gonna say I saw that. I'm like, Jesus, fuck, really?
I know they named a building after him.
Well, you know
And a
what?
street.
I can see that happening. Giz is kind of epic. I get it.
He is pretty epic in person.
Yeah, I get it.
Hell yeah, he is.
Me and Giz trying to find each other in the airport. That was really funny.
That was. I'm in the Skyway. No, I'm in the Skyway.
I'm standing in the middle of the Skyway looking around. I'm like, there's nobody else in here, Gizzard Stew. You're lying to me. Where are you?
Yeah,
oh, wait, I'm at the terminal a mile and a half up the road.
Take it.
Yeah, you were stroking those beads for me. I was liking that. That was cool.
Oh fuck.
Did you take that lamp home with you?
It was nailed down.
Oh, he's like, I tried.
I was gonna bring it to Atlanta.
It needs a few modifications, but then okay.
Got to string those things up.
We'll have to get Addy Tooney on that.
He could flame treat them.
Yeah. Can you modify this?
Flame treat them, chain mount them.
You could just say it's for me. He'll understand.
Like, oh, that's what Christine's doing with her boyfriend this weekend. Good times.
No, I'm keeping that shit to myself.
Hell. It's getting towards that time of the night. I'd like to start winding her down because, well, I do still have to get up at the ass crack of dawn tomorrow. I go to work. So, for one, before we go into the rounds here, I want to thank everybody for showing up. Everybody out in the comments, thank you guys. Appreciate it. And Detroit was a ton of fun, and maybe next week we'll get into something other than just reminiscing about Detroit, although if it pops up again, I won't feel bad. So, for those of you who didn't go get over it. Oh, look, the missus is here. She's waving.
Hi, Mrs. TJ.
Hi.
Hola.
With that being said, let's go ahead and we'll start taking her around the room here. Hey, look who popped up first. So guess what that means? Guess whose video is getting pinned as soon as this damn thing wants to work? Whoa. Hey. Apparently my shit's fucking up. Never mind.
Pinning the wrong dude. I know who you were after.
I know who I was after too. As soon as it starts working, there it goes.
Shit just starts malfunctioning around him.
Yep. Fucking wheels are falling off. Have at her there.
Ooh.
Yeah, we still don't see it.
I see it. Does everybody else see it? Maybe you should start paying more attention. If you have to ask, it's probably you.
No, is it? No, it's not.
We
You
all
said he-
agree nobody sees it.
I'm not
Ray,
seeing anybody
it's on
spotlighted,
you.
TJ.
Me?
Yeah. Come on, LIFA, Ray, fucking undercover
All right.
cheesehead.
Is it me?
Oh.
Is it me, TJ? TJ, me? Is it me?
What?
Okay. I'd like to thank TJ for this awesome, bedpan. I'd like to thank Dawn out there. Even though we didn't see her, she was in all of our hearts the entire weekend. You know, I don't think any of this community would have stuck together as long as it has without her in it. Yeti Wire, one of the best roommates I could ever want. He just stayed in. It was great. You kind of see his feet propped up on a chair and his computer on his lap, and he's snoring. And it was great because I've ended up in that position a number of times. Also, Shane, thanks for the great extra liquid out there. That was awesome. I think that's about it. Back to you, TJ.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta deactivate people here. And look who popped up on screen. Does that mean you get pinned next?
we don't know. Nobody can see
We don't
it.
know. You
Yeah,
have to
you're
tell us.
pinned. Christine, it's all you.
It's me?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, TJ, as always, for letting me hop in here. I love you guys so much. I'm so happy, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. You guys had such a blast. I was sad I couldn't be there, but you guys having a good time was awesome. What are you doing? What does that mean? Don't do that to me.
Rock, paper, butthole.
RPB.
Ray.
Hashtag RPB.
That's right. Hashtag
Rock,
RPB.
paper, butthole.
And for everybody who comes to Atlanta, don't forget to come to the Vapors Voice booth. I'm so excited to meet everybody, and I love you guys so much. So, hearts for everybody.
That all you got?
Well, what else do you want me to say? I
don't
love
know.
you, TJ.
There you go. We're good. Yeah. How about Yeti?
How about him?
I don't know.
Thank you, TJ. I appreciate you letting me come on, man. Rehash the weekend. It's fucking awesome, man. It was great meeting everybody. Even people that aren't on the shows. I mean, we met a lot of like, I guess, viewers or subs or whatever you want to call them. Customers is what I would call them, I guess. It was just fucking miraculous, and meeting everybody. The only thing I just thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me and putting up with my shit. Back to you, man.
You're good, brother. Thank you. What do we got here? Gizzard stew.
Yes.
It's on you.
Yeah, it was really good meeting you this weekend, TJ, and your missus, and everyone else that I met this weekend. It's going to be some good memories for a good long while, and I hope that it's not too long before we can do something similar again. It was the first vape convention that I ever attended, but it was the people that made it. And so thanks for having me on the show. And fresh is awesome.
Love it.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Knock them all. Hey, Lemmy. Have at her, buddy.
What's up? Thanks for having me on, TJ. Great meeting you and everybody here. Just awesome. I got sporked in the D and I loved it. I'd be wearing a plastic spork around my neck and proud of it. I'd have said you're nuts, but I love it. Everybody knows it, right? Gotta go get some Adore. I can't even get on fumbling. Wish we had got her there, but it is what it is. Family first. Definitely get you some swag. That Red Reserve is awesome. Yeti Wires. Love you guys. Thanks for having me.
Most definitely, anytime. Glad to have you around. Oh, there's only one more person left.
Who would that be?
Look at, ooh, he looks angry. Maybe I should have made him go first.
I don't know. That guy? Who?
Diagonal from me.
Super concentrated awesomeness.
So everybody, I'll take my little piece of time here to say it again. Support your local advocacy groups. Right now, they're struggling a little bit to get out there and fight the fight because we have been focused so long on the big fight, that federal fight, and you could lose your ability to have flavors in your state. You could lose vaping completely if you're in Texas. So go over on the Vapor Technology Association website, the VTA, look at the state actions, find out what's going on in your state, because right now there's more bills on the floor than there's ever been as far as limiting your ability to vape, banning something, raising taxes. Like we thought Ohio was safe. They're not safe. They've got a 69% tax on the books. This is what's going on locally. And this is the things that winning the federal fight cannot undo.
Yep.
The states dictate things like that. So you need to fight your local fights. Support CASA, support Not Blowing Smoke, support your local advocacy groups. Take the time. If you can't donate without getting something back, go over to Adore Eliquid, get yourself Addie's yogurt. 100% of the proceeds from this go to notblowingsmoke.org. Get yourself some of that banana bondage. 50% of the proceeds will go to Not Blowing Smoke. And what's the flavor of the month right now? Is it Pure Peach? Is it Pure Peach again?
I think so. Well, it was last month.
That was last month.
Caramel apple crisp.
Caramel Apple Crisp. Buy Caramel Apple Crisp. 50% of the proceeds from that will go to notblowingsmoke.org. Just with Addie's yogurt alone, Don filled me in. I did some math in my head. It may be right, it may not be right, but over the last little bit, about a little over a year, we've raised close to $20,000 for notblowingsmoke.org just through the sale of Addie's yogurt.
That's amazing.
Everybody out there.
So that's all of you. That's all of you doing your part.
That means that it's got to be
this community stay afloat, and that's what we need to do. We need to keep doing things like this. If you can't afford to give without getting something back, go over to Adore. Dawn is doing the right thing. I love you all. Thank you for making that possible. I'm starting to get a little misty-eyed again, like I was last night.
I get misty.
Yeah, thank you all for being an incredible community and helping keep this alive for the people that come behind us. Like me and TJ always say, us that have made it out of smoking, we're fine at this point. All of you out there, you're fine. You know how to make your own e-liquids. You have enough built up that you could get off of vaping completely and be fine and never go back to smoking. But there's all those people that out there that are still smoking and they still think vaping is bad for them. And it's up to us. It's up to us as a community to reach out to them, inform them of what the truth is. And the truth is vaping can change your fucking life, everybody.
Absolutely.
It can change your life. It can drag you into this bizarre ass community we've got on YouTube where we all go to fucking Detroit, Michigan for a weekend and hang out with some dude that's handing out sporks. And All right. They need sporks in their life. Advocate vaping. Educate, advocate, be beautiful to each other. See you next time, everybody. Back to TJ at the sports desk.
I'll gladly welcome everybody back to the sports desk, and well put. Oh, look, Mrs. is here. Say hi.
Hi, Mrs. TJ.
She didn't think,
I love
she didn't
you.
think the
I'm
camera
coming
could
for a
catch.
hug, Mrs. TJ. I'm coming for another hug.
You turned the screen.
No, I didn't turn the screen at all. She thought she was out of the picture. No, that was very well put there. That's exactly right. Before I get into anything, I keep it short, sweet. Remember, it's not for yourself, to the person to your left or your right. It's for that person who comes behind us, who we need to be advocating for and educating for. Help them make that big jump there. Because if we don't, that stuff could all be gone bye-bye, and they may not get that opportunity.
Yep.
To run down a list of things here, which I'm probably going to forget somebody, so if I do, my apologies. I don't mean to, but there is quite a bit that I have on my mind after Detroit there. For starters, shout out to Dawn over at Eliquid. I know she couldn't be there with us because of what was going on at home. Family always comes first. And we understand that fully. Still go out, support her. Go over to adoreliquid.com. Go make those purchases. Keep her working and keep her helping us advocate by getting that Addicts Yogurt Concentrate, the Banana Bondage, whatever the flavor of the month may be, this month, next month, the following month. Do that. That's all ways to help support advocacy. Now, there's some people that I did get to meet there. First and foremost, I'm going to shout out to Shane over at Vaping Swag. Because this is one of the coolest fucking things I've ever gotten in my fucking life. And it's pretty wicked. That dude has got some awesome things coming. Make sure you're paying attention there. Oh, and something that's not vape related, but give me a little bit of a little beard oil there. So,
Oh yeah.
big shout out over there. Make sure you're going out and checking out Vaping Swag, because you can get one of these awesome Ohmageddon shirts over there. You can also pick up his entire rainbow line. And if, depending on time of the year, sometimes there are some specialty stuff that comes out. You can get all of the Freaky Fresh Friends shirts. Between myself, the Golf Tea Vape shirts, the Fresh 03 shirts, the Gizzard Stew shirts. Rin shirts are falling under there now, right?
Yep.
Giz has one on.
Who else? I mean, everyone else. Oh, LIFA's got a shirt under there. Go pick up a shirt from him as well. Do the man a solid. He does a lot of great things for the community here.
I believe Beauty and the Vape at this point also qualifies as a Freaky Fresh Friend.
Oh, all right.
Aww.
Go get your half pint, half speed shirt as well.
The best shirt on the site.
And that's my model right there. It looks best on him.
That's all right.
And
Thanks.
also somebody else that I would like to say a big shout out to, and that's Giancarlo over at Ohmageddon.com.
Oh, yeah.
Getting the chance to finally meet him face to face, it was kind of surreal. It was awesome. Just as cool in person as I had imagined from the chances to having him on the show here and there, and always seeing him out in the comments. Just as cool in fucking person. It was awesome to meet him, get the chance to bullshit a little bit, and so go over, support him, head over to Ohmageddon.com, go pick up some Bali Song, or if you're not into the Bali Song, you can go pick up some Phantom Ravioli if you want your whole bag to make your whole thing smell like you were at the pizza shop for 8 hours, even though you weren't. And while you're over there, also go check out his wife's line over there, Duck Pond Eliquid. If you're into the cloves, and then he's got the Myjarums over there. The Freak Show is amazing. Dragonfly, she's got an amazing line over there as well. So keep them in mind.
Java, son.
Oh, yeah, the Disco Java. I almost forgot about that. You forgot about the disco party hats. Yeah, go check them out over there. Ohmageddon, Eliquid.com. And you can use the coupon code GolfTVapes for 10% off your order over there. And on over there as well. Also, shout out to VaporLick because I've been slowly making my way through his entire fucking line, and I have yet to find something that doesn't diddle my taste buds somewhat. Some of them aren't quite my flavor profile, but they're still delicious. And for the price that he's charging there, you got to get over there. So, Michael over at VaporLick, things here, those things are delicious. Go check them out. And as well as someone else who I had the pleasure of meeting, Dean over at Coil Vapes. I know he was sold out last time we talked, however, this one and this Carnival, which I can't get anymore, so Fresh kindly gave me what he had with him, and it has to go into my private reserve, so that way I don't touch it. It's going to be just like the Appalachian Delight. But head on over to Coil Vapes, check them out. I know they're in the process of getting everything moved over to their new facility, so things aren't quite going to be quick here for about the next 30 days or so. So just give them their time, but he will be back and running full force in no time. And get in there and just blast him. Let's see if we can run him out of everything again. He's awesome guy, amazing juice maker, just all around good dude. Other than that, did I miss anybody while I was thinking here? I think that's all the people I had in mind. Did I miss anything that you guys think?
Nope.
Eddie Cooney.
Oh, yes. Shout out to Eddie Tooney. Getting to meet him in person, way different than what I thought. In a good way, though. That dude has so much energy, it's ridiculous. If I didn't know better, I was thinking he was snorting coke in the bathroom to keep up that high level of energy that he had. Because, holy hell. He was just... He could go for days. It was crazy. Like, cause when I get him on a show or you see him on the Saturday show, he's just kind of chill and relaxed. But in person, he's like the fucking Energizer Bunny. He didn't stop. His batteries didn't wear out. He just kept on going. I'm wondering how much sleep he had to get yesterday or on Sunday when he got home just to catch up with all the energy displaced. I don't know. And for everyone else who was there, it was just a great time to meet everyone. Even the people that just sit in comments and chill. Jax, I saw Bontrager. Who else did I see while I was out there? Yep, Michael Motto was out there. Who else?
Vito C.
Oh, yeah. And Singer of Truth. It was awesome to meet all you guys, to actually put faces with names that I'm seeing out there. And Lemmy, you tall son of a bitch. Cool as hell to meet you and actually get to talk to you in person, not just via computer when your computer decides it wants to work or not work.
Right.
Other than that, I don't have a whole lot to say, so again, I'll say it one more time. Do your part. Educate. Advocate. Not for yourself, not for the person to your left or right, but for the person who comes behind you that can make that switch over. It's not for us. We've already got it down. That goes for everyone. Contact your congressman, your local representatives. It all starts in your local neighborhood. Yes, we have to worry about the big fight, but we also have to worry about the little fights in our own areas. So make sure you're checking that stuff out. Apparently a little dry throat there. On that note, my name's TJ. You're watching Golf Tea Vapes. Giz, would you like to take us out?
I would. And I also found a reading I thought I would like to do tonight.
Okay, let me...
And it's a brief reading from a famous author, Jack Kerouac. And what this reading reminded me of was my good friend Fresh 03. So I'd like to read this at this time here.
And now you've got my attention.
I like too many things and get all confused and hung up, running from one falling star to another till I drop. This is the night, what it does to you. I had nothing to offer anybody except my own confusion.
Not bad.
Get off your butts and vape.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Everybody have a good night. Bye.